Hello, everybody. Welcome back up here. Thank you guys for coming in and the comments. I changed the microphone. See if that can kind of like helping out with the report. For it, too many things will happen, and we're talking about this energies of the 3D for it. I was reminding you back if you watch the reports quite often in there that this energy is from Leo squaring Uranus. It is about the universe, but why is that connecting to the universe and so on? Uh, Uranus represents the universal uh, changes. Okay, you can't bend the universal rules in there, and that's what the sudden changes as the Uranus represents for it. If you look at it, his sign and the both two sides, those are his antennas that he gets that knowledge and brings it to the earth for it. And those energies from Leo squaring this is, I said to you guys, don't fight the universe. You can't. There is a universal laws. There is a universal things in there that you have to do it. And the moon is going to be joining Uranus today. And by the end of the day, she's going to be moving to where? It's going to be moving to Gemini. That is that universal lesson is about this. Let's be our friends. See, in the material world, if you have things only for yourself, in there, you keep the things inside of you that is have no benefits for others. And especially with this squaring that is going to be happening. She's squaring Venus and Mercury. So be mindful about these energies of unifications because that can create a lot of sudden energies today. And tomorrow they can be at this boiling point. And what is the deal talking about boiling point? I want to be showing you so you guys can see it because I had to look at the energies a little bit ahead so I can be properly interpreted the energies for today. So we're just gonna move one day forward. As you see the moon right here, it's gonna be with Mars for it, but 1 hour, just within a 1 hour situations. This energy is here. It's gonna be very intense. Okay, and be mindful every time Mars and the moon is gonna come in. That is gonna be the day after tomorrow. For it too, because the moon is gonna be joining Jupiter. That energy is right there. He's talking about these emotions that you're fighting the universe. You're fighting for the things that you want to be right, and at the same time, those energies up there that comes in to you, they are gonna be really screw the things up. But when they screw the things up, you learn the lessons. So today it is about that either you're gonna learn the lessons and change your actions when you meet Mars, or or you're not learn the lessons. You're gonna meet Mars, you're gonna create all the chaos, and then you're gonna meet Jupiter, and then it's gonna be shut down all the growth that you've done, and then you have to go back into the loop, back into this energies in there. So my personal advice to you is if you have any issues, deal with it instead of going out, not understanding, not learning, creating actions because of this, not understanding, and then you shut down what you have. Compared to deal with the issue, create the proper actions, and be with a friend with the growth. So with this kind of like energy in there for it, guys, hopefully this can kind of like help you out. I need to fix your video background. There you go. You can see the chart much better right now for it for you. Those energies is gonna be affecting you, but the lessons that you're going to learn, and that actions right here with the moon that's going to be coming with Mars, they're going to be right in here. And that is about today's situation, because tomorrow you're going to be asked to act. And with those energies there, talking about 7 o'clock in the morning, the ascendant is going to be with Venus. Venus is going to be squaring that Moon and Uranus. This is about the love you're facing it in there. And for some of you, this is going to be a challenge because it's going to be require certain changes. You need to end up understanding that why you are changing. The how is going to come. The lesson is why. So when that energies are going to be coming in so much within the morning energies, pay attention to what you do at work because the work can be affected. We are talking about this is the second house, Taurus making money, and that it's midheaven squaring the authority. Be mindful with the bosses, okay? Especially at 7 o'clock in the morning. At 8 o'clock, that is going to be this conflict intuitions energies with the love. Oh, my boss doesn't love me, or my person doesn't love me, my situations is not loving me. Thank God the sun is in a good position, except with Pluto for it. But overall, this intuition authority situation has been resolved. The situation has been solved, and hopefully you are in your path to understand what you need to do in the 3D from yesterday's energies. And there, Mercury is going to be at the ascendant. You're going to be feeling like, yeah, I should talk. I should speak about it. I must say something. You feel that, even if it's uncomfortable, do it. But don't go out and talk about all those oh, you don't love me, oh, you're not this, oh, you're not that, oh, you're not appreciated on this lower self energies. And the other thing it is don't try to escape it. Because you're escaping, you're not learning the lesson. Okay? Trust me. You're going to be grateful if you're following those advices later on. This is gonna be a kind of like a preview for tomorrow because that's what the moon is gonna be transiting. This is a 9 o'clock energies. Be mindful if you are Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces, so it's Sag energies because this is a lot of duality that needs to be fixed in there. We are also gonna have the moon joining in there, and usually the moon joining firing Mars is just creates all this duality. You don't know how to do it, and you call it quit. You need to understand the quitters never win, the winners never quit. That is gonna be this action point that I want to make it up to you. But overall, the energies are leading in there with the North Node, with the Sun. It is about that the authority wants to achieve the personal growth that it needs to be within areas. And if you're focusing personal growth, beautiful in there. All right, talking about 10 o'clock energies, guys. The ascendant is going to be square at the midheaven. Probably work relation issues of what you see it's coming in towards you, but that it's going to require healing on your part. Lessons that needs to be learned with Saturn and Neptune that it's coming in there. But this energies of yacht with Mercury is going to continue till it comes in and gives you messages. It's kind of like a downloads that it's coming in and you cannot stop it. Yeah, this is what this energy is about. Okay. And like it or not, you need to be able to process things. Because if you don't process things, the things it's piled that up, and that pile is not going to be great within. All right, 11 o'clock, family and business or relationship discussions. And you see it like personally, I don't grow somewhere. I don't see this for it. I don't see about this energies about family. We need to understand this is a negative energy. Okay, and seeing it within this in there, you need to be learning the friendshipness, and the friendshipness is going to be coming in from Mars and Pluto, and also the sextiles with the Sun. Okay, that's what this is, this energy of authority in there. You put the authority of the bounce, you put the authority of this relationship actions, and you transforming yourself. And Pluto is leading you back into the days. What happened when you didn't change? What happened when you didn't transform? And the last thing you want to do is actions. Do the proper actions. That's gonna change. That's gonna be actual proof to yourself that the wrong patterns are out and the right patterns are coming in. And there. All right. Talking about the next hour, it's 12 o'clock. The midheaven's still going to be at Cancer, but that is a lessons learned in the family. Ascendant still that going to be at Libra, talking about the growth. You see, you can't really grow if you don't create balance. What I mean by that? Because if you're taking, at some point, it's going to dries out. You cannot take anymore. So there is no balances in there. If you keep giving, you're going to drive yourself out. Then you can't give anymore. So it has to be this balance in there in order things to grow. So you give and receive and you create, and the creations creates the growth. Did you get it? Hopefully you did. All right, talking about this energy of authority in there, hopefully, you getting it in the right positions too. You're gonna feel like your mission is more important in life to achieve what you need to do compared to what is going on. Too, but currently the sun is in a much better position because finally understood that it needs to cooperate with the intuition. Look at it and that more about maturity. This is a when you're a 5 year old and you're harming somebody's feeling, and then you're like, oh my God, I did something wrong. Let me go apologize. This is the gentleman's way of doing it to some things. Or a feminine hurt the boy's feelings and so on. It's like, you know what, I'm sorry, but you were such a such, and I want to apologize for it, but you need to take a look from it to you. This is how you learn the maturity of the 5 year old. Okay. And for some of you, this maturity is gonna comes in with this proper actions that you're going to be doing. But talk about this ascendant Libra for the moment. You see this green line, the balance from the divine. See, if something is not okay within your intuition, the universe is gonna teach you what you need to do. Okay, and this is why currently the lessons that you're going to be learning with the universe, they are the most powerful things. Those are universal truths. Those are universal laws for patterns that can produce this universal behavior, these ascensions that you're going to be looking at inside of you. And that is what Uranus is very important planet. They all have importance in its own way. But when they do a meeting within the moon in there, they're meeting with your intuition. And currently the intuition is in what? She has issues with communications and issues with love. So you have to see it. You have to be able to be vulnerable, touching base with your feelings, and guess what? Grow up, mature, and so on and so on. All right, talking about 2 o'clock energies, the midheaven is going to be with Venus. That learnings with Saturn is going to be coming into a reminder too. Mars and the North Node have a lot of this divine energies in there, plus currently those energies of Pluto and into Neptune towards Mercury, they're gonna be kind of like a little bit beginning to fade out. So you're gonna be feeling those slowing down within those downloads in there. But the ascendant of Scorpio is gonna be like, I need to hold off to my actions. See, the wise person understand to maintain himself from actions, especially if they have negative situations about authority. Because the biggest authority is, guess what? It's the universe. All the yes. Those sudden changes isn't there that the universe create. It can happen right in the front of your eyes, as long you don't stand in that way. So don't stay in the way and don't try to do the universe job. Just smile and let the universe handle. All right, talking about the next hour, the midheaven, it's going to be at the Virgo. That is going to be this situations that I was talking about, this squaring things about it. That's going to be the square towards the moon, towards Uranus, towards Mars. They're going to be these creations that it's going to be in there for it. That is also that Jupiter and Saturn are right now within squaring. You need to understand Jupiter and Saturn square. Okay, that is it about through the conflict of what is not growing is showing you what you need to grow with. Saturn is where Pisces, your spirituality, your end of the journey. Jupiter is where Gemini, friendshipness, and creating this environment of friendliness out there for it. So you need to have what? Friendliness within a spirituality. But if you look at it with this square, that's mean the spirituality have problems of being friendly. So be mindful about people who are not spiritually friendly with you. They have issues to resolve and things to grow. Are they a friend to their own self? So stay away from this, okay? Let people handling this. Because if you are getting involved within this can create a lot of drama, a lot of trauma in there. This is going to be, the intuition is going to be going crazy because guess what? The ascendant at Scorpio, it's going to be squaring Mercury and opposing the moon and Uranus. And during this time, which is 4 o'clock, try to stay away from nasty grams, sending messages, talking on communications, and so on and so on, or trying to resolve relationships. Or you won't be. It's going to be a more nightmares if you're trying to do it. You see those red lines there above the horizon for it. There are way too many squares. There is so way too many situations that it's coming with this. And those oppositions of the energies, you're going to be seeing it. It's like, oh my God, this is coming in. I have to act and react right now. No, you see the problem, it's coming. It's like the storm is coming. Okay, is it here yet? No. Should I react it? No. I should take time to understand it. All right, talking about the next hour, this is gonna be one of the midheaven is with the south node in there. This energy of the past. Look at it, the past, what you achieved, especially within the relationships, within the maintaining the balance in there. Did you make the proper communications? Did you make the proper authority? Did you facing everything that you should have been facing from within? And of course, the answers are incoming because everything is asking you for one thing. Maintain that balance within you. You maybe just left work and there is no balances in there and so on. And you're trying to figure out balance. Look at the past. Look at the past experience. If you don't have that much experience, look at the past experience of the people around you. Maybe they are trying to tell you something, teaching you something. Observations of others is also learning. Okay, it's also learning as long as you're wise enough to do that. Otherwise, those energies that are going to be coming from the ascendant against Mars, that can create this negativity about, I will make something, I will do something, I will create this problems, and I will go there, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to tell them. Time out. Think about it if that's proper before you do anything. All right, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, it's coming. Midheaven, it's still at Libra. That is going to be opposing Chiron. But Venus is okay with Chiron. Venus is healing the love. And those expressions through the art, videos, books, so on, they're very powerful because something is going to pop into front of your eyes. The question is, are you going to be recognized in there? But right now, you're dealing with this proper balance of the universe and the intuition. Because right now, midheaven is in divine energies with the moon and Uranus. Lessons learned? I hope you learn the lessons. Don't go against the universe. It is that. Because that way you go against the universal laws in there. You steal, somebody steals from you. You speak, you don't keep your words. Someone will speak, and they will not keep the words. You get it? So this is how you have to see in it, that the universe is going to be teaching you one way or another. Evolutions is moving forward, and I hope you do too. All right, talking about 7 o'clock energies, that is going to be you doing something within the shadow, within the authority. You don't make scandals or something at home if you're in a home environment in there within you, and don't bring your work related problems at home. Leave the work problems at work, and don't bring your family problems at work, because those two create unnecessarily situations within the fields. You're present within there. Okay. And since you're going to be talking about emotions, you're talking about where you're going. Of course, you have to look where you're going. And where you're going, it's matter. But don't look back. It's only a reference in there. And this is why Scorpio is more focused right now. The shadow, its focus is like, I need to get out of this mess. I need to get out of this hole. I need to get out of these situations. Is in there. I have a goal. I have a deadline. I have to reach my destination. Me. Because the destinations at the end is you. You need to find your true self. All right, talking about 8 o'clock energies, the midheaven, it's still going to be at Scorpio. You're not going to be pleased with this love and so on and so on. You're going to be getting this trigger. But that can be the trigger of the codependency. But at the same time, the shadow from within you is going to be comes in and tells you, why did you fight the universe? Usually because of lack of love, that it's going to be triggering there. Be mindful if you have a hot flashes, if you're angry, agitated, you cannot breathe, go take a cold shower. Proper grounding techniques. Go ground yourself. Don't think about too much about this love. Don't thinking about those vibrations, because they are going to be driving you nuts. If you feel intense about your love and the love that you want and the attentions that you want to have and so on, and you don't get anything, you're going to be boiling yourself up. This is why you need to cool off and a grounding. If you did the right energies, if you heal the right patterns, Chiron, that divine energies from the midheaven, from Scorpio, going into Chiron below, it's going to be helping Venus to get that love, and Venus is going to be doing the work as the ascendant shows you the green light. Get to work, work the things out, work the situations out. You feel uncomfortable, but do it. Because if you're repeating the same mistakes, which is that's what's going to happen to some of you, this is going to be fighting the universe. You can't. Sooner or later, you may back it off, you may do things, but sooner or later, you have to face it. And it's the part of the growth. If you grew though, guess what? Look at it down below right here. This pile of energies I'm talking about, these red energies I was talking about. Let me talking about these synchronizations first. Because in the next hour, the ascendant is going to be very close to Pluto. You change, you transform. You have these visions very beautiful with you. You have the proper communications that it's coming in there. You have this great, great union of intuition and Uranus, and you travel with the universe in there. Is that then a red energy is going to bother you? You may sense it. You may going to feel it. You may going to see it. It's a collective energy. As long as you not engaging with it, because you've done your job. So for those who already learned the lessons, right now you're actually going to be upgrading it, improving it. And that improvement is going to be able to help you down in life going forward. All right, 9 o'clock, it's coming. The ascendant is in Aquarius. Beautiful, beautiful energies. Midheaven, it's at Sag, is trining the sun and creates this beautiful kite within the ascendant and the North Node. Now, you're learning and you see it, and it gives you this work that, okay, I'm walking on my road. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I fix my issues and I'm getting there. You don't fix the issues, this duality is going to be kicking your rear end. And we're talking about Mercury and that is squaring Uranus and the moon. All right. The moon is kind of like a preparing, is like, hey, wait a minute. Let's do this the friendly way. For some of you, it's going to be that energy of you talking friendly, nice, and calm down. And this is the proper way. But if you get this intense energy, is you create issues that where there is no issues. You create the issues because you didn't receive something, you didn't get something, something is not proper, and so on and so on. For it, stay away from negative comments, but understand the negative feedback to you. What I'm doing wrong. If I was you, I'm going to ask you what I'm doing wrong. Because the lessons that you'll get from Uranus, the meeting with Uranus, they're going to be helping you in life. All right. Well, if you have not learned it, the ascendant with Saturn is going to be remind you. It's like, what are you doing? Same things. But if you look at the current inner work that it's done, that is the midheaven with Venus and Chiron. The love inside of you, the self-love, the self-respect, having a healthy boundaries, having a healthy situations, keeping your words, working on those universal truths in there. And if the universe works with you, the universe asking you to work with it. That's it. Things are more simple, but the mind and the mind games inside of you, those mind scenarios that you're going to have in there, they are the one that basically shaking you up, shaking your belief, shaking your system, shaking your core. And the lesson is, don't go against universe. All right. The moon is ready. The moon says, I'm going to a Gemini. Let's be a friends. Because being within these energies, I don't want to do. And you're going to be inside, you're going to be looking at this sandwich situations between Uranus and Mars. What kind of actions you're going to be creating. And guess what the divine says? You do the divine work with the divine authority, everything is going to be fine. You see that green arrow that it's pointing towards the midheaven in there. You're seeing it. Okay. And as you see it down there, down below, up here, you have 26 degrees of Uranus. You have 0 degrees, 18 minutes within the moon, and you have a 6 degrees with Mars. Those energies of transitioning of here is the universe, here is the actions. And some of you is going to be learning through visions, through dreams, those energies. And if you're waking up at 3 till 5 a.m. in the morning, you are going to be the most happiest person. Let me show you why. For it. See, this is a 1 o'clock energy. Where is that pointing here? That transitions that you are going to be doing through the subconscious when you sleep. Midheaven is with Pluto. You see, this is how the energies work. Because during the sleep, your ego is suppressed, and those energies, those synchronizations begins to work from within you. So talking about 3 o'clock, that is this energy in there that you are going to be waking up from all this work that needs to be done for you. This is going to be at 4 o'clock, which is that is going to be Saturn, that it's going to comes in and says like, hey, wake up. Here is the love. Here is what you need to tell yourself, and so on. And we're talking about this energies of 5 o'clock. Your destiny is going to call you. And when the destiny is calling you in there, what would you answer for it? Because at the same time, the ascendant is pretty much together with the sun, with the authority with you. But that energies are cooperating right now. You see, that is the positivity that you need to look in there from within yourself. But it's still, you have to be very, very mindful, because later on in a day, for it, that energy here, it's gonna show up, and depends of your subconsciousness overnight, you're gonna be performing on a base level. Okay, guys. So better to learn the lessons today, have a patience for tomorrow, and go and be a friendly with the growth and the maturity that it's coming towards you. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Good luck, guys.